So we did a little more welding. It's come out pretty good. But I still have a few holes here and there, and I'm trying to fill them, but I'm just making it worse. It's just burning it through. So I've got some of this. So I'm going to try to use this on these holes and see how this works. You know, there's not many, and I mean, it's in there solid. It's not going anywhere. It's just these few holes. As I try to fill them, it's just kind of burning through in spots. So I think I'm just going to try this on those and see how that works. So you put it on, and then after 60 minutes it can be ground down and everything. So we'll give this a shot and see how this works, and if that works, then I'll just use this on like these little holes here. That's why I bought it to begin with. Alright, so while we got this hardening, I put some here too as well. I'm going to try to grind down this part of this. Remember, this was 2 sheets versus 1 of metal. So I'm going to see if I can just kind of grind this down and maybe blend in a little bit so I don't have to use quite as much Bondo, so the lip just isn't quite as much. Alright, so we did grind it down a little bit. It's kind of hard to see, but the lip is definitely not nearly as bad. A little bit of a lip there, so I might try to smooth this edge out, because as I was in grinding like this, built up a little bit of an edge there, so maybe try to just grind that down a little bit and smooth that edge off, that little bump off, and I think that'll be pretty good. And then when we stick our Bondo in there, I got to do a little bit more welding, I'm thinking here. I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to really do anything. I mean, it's in there. Pretty happy with that. And we'll see how this other part goes over here. Okay, so I told you I was going to be doing something with the seat rails. And I was lucky enough, if you can call it luck, with this car, that this one and that one, the nuts still work. So I was able to get the bolts in. On the other side, unfortunately, it's the front 2 that I'm able to get the bolts in. The back 2 I have to drill out. I can't get the bolts out. They're completely rusted in and I can't get them out, so I've got to drill them out. So what I'm going to do is I am going to cut this out. I'll have to cut a piece, but I'm going to weld a piece in. Say this is the seat rail. Put the seat on. Put it through here. And then wherever that is, drill a hole. And then I got a nut riveter. I'm going to put the nut riveter in. Luckily it goes down to M6. And line it up that way. So I'll have the seat rails on the seat, put the back bolts in, line it up here, push the seat all the way back, put a hole wherever the hole is for the front of the seat rail, and then be able to bolt it down. So that is the plan. Then the opposite side, I'll put the seat bolts in the front. I'll cut this out, weld a piece in there, and do the same thing but for the back. So that's the plan. I hope it works. So while I'm waiting for that stuff to dry, I think I might work on cutting that piece out. Alright, so that piece is welded in there. This is just a seat rail from the other seat. That's what we'll do, and then, you know, we'll find that hole, drill that hole, put that nut rivet in, and that should be good to go. It's on an angle. It's not sitting flush. But here's the other side. And it doesn't really sit flush with that either. So I guess there's a little bit of an angle. It's really poor design. The newer ones have a rail that go all the way down that the seat rails sit flush on, which makes more sense. But I got what I got, and we'll just deal with what I have. So that is in there, not going anywhere. And yeah, success. I think I am done for the day. I got some other things to do, but it is hot as Hades out here. It's like somewhere in the 90s, and it's so humid. You just come outside and you start sweating. So I've been out here for a few hours already. So I didn't get this stuff grinded down. So this stuff, I will tell you, you better work quick with it, because within a couple of minutes it was hardening up as I was even kneading it and trying to push it in. So don't try to do too much at one time, because it definitely got hard to do. So it's been 60 minutes. That's how long it takes to harden. But I'll grind that stuff down tomorrow. I got the rest of the welding done on that. I grounded that down. I got that piece cut out and in. So I got a lot accomplished today. Yep. So that'll be it for today. I'll do a little bit more tomorrow as well. Alright, so now that we got that in there, our next thing is we're going to try to put the seat in. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to try one of the rivets on just the spare piece. Got to find the right size drill bit and everything and get this cleaned out. And we're going to try to get the first seat rail in and see how that goes. Alright, so here's the test piece. So that rivet nut is in there pretty good. And then this is the bolt that is supposed to fit that. So let's see if we can get this in. I don't know if we're going to be able to while I'm trying to film. So I'm going to have to try to tighten that down and make sure that that works. But it looks like that'll work. And there we go. That's how that's going to bolt in. So that will work. Let's work on getting the rail in. All right. Now I need to get the other side in, but that is in. So one side down, one to go. So for this side, that hole that was in there was perfect. So I put that nut rivet in there, so we're going to see if I can use that and not have to actually weld anything, because this is the piece that goes through that whole section there. We'll see how we do with that. Well, the seat is in. Hang on. So there it is up front. There it is in the back. Pretty solid. And it's moving around on the rails a little bit. It's not really the bolts that are moving, it's the rails that are moving. So, pretty happy with that. At least that's in. So, success. That's a win for today. Alright, so that is some of that JB Weld stuff, or that's weld stick. And I tell you what, it did pretty good. I missed a little spot right there. But there was some here also, you can't even see. And then there's stuff down in here too that is filled in really, really well. So I'm pretty happy with that. So I might put a little around here. Yeah. I'm pretty happy with it. It worked pretty well. That piece is in there. That's not going anywhere. So I'm good to go on that. Good to go on that. Good to go on that. So the next thing is going to be putting the car down on excuse me, down on these. That way I can spin it so that side's facing that way, and I can get to this stuff that I need to weld over here, and then on this side inside as well. So that'll be maybe next weekend's project, because again, I'm tired because it's hot as Hades out here. So it was a good day. My goal for today was to get that seat in. I got lucky that that one piece, I would nut rivet right into it. So that definitely helped. And then the rest of this stuff I can just clean up with the car down. It's not anything that I have to weld and I have to get to. So success. Good day, good weekend. So I just wanted to let you all know, I don't know what I'll get done next weekend, because there might be a special traveling episode for next week. I don't know. Got to wait and see. But we'll see how that goes. And thanks for watching.